Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and I'm bringing you another game of MLB 11 Road to the Show with Scott McLean. And what I want to talk about really quick, because this is spring training, I want to go ahead and discuss what happened in the off season. Now, as you can imagine, my player was awarded the Rookie of the Year award, so that's pretty cool. I don't want to say it's sort of a given with a game like Road to the Show, but hopefully, you guys who are playing are picking up Rookie of the Year when you come up to the big leagues. Sadly, though, I did not win a batting title. I did not win MVP. I didn't win any other awards, which sort of, it surprised me, yes, but at the same time, it does not surprise me because if you're not playing a full season from the start of the season, they always seem to look at you the other way, look the other way at you. And there's also a minimum at-bats requirement. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure with injuries and everything involved, my player put in enough time to be an MVP. But anyways, like I said, this coming season, if I hit the way I did and I play the way I did in the field, then I'll more than likely be the MVP. I mean, it's kind of hard to say to not give an MVP to a guy who hit 62 home runs, drove in a whole shitload of RBIs. Oh, and I was looking at my stats, rather interesting. If I would have played the whole season at the bigs, I would have hit 72 because I hit 10. I think it was like 10 on AAA level. So for the season, I hit over 72. I hit 72 home runs for the season all last year. But here's what I'm kind of concerned about, and this could just be the Padres. But usually after your rookie season, you get offered a really long contract, 5 years or so, and basically what it is they want to lock you up for the until you're at your limited free agency after 6 years of professional service. Because right now, you can't become a free agent until you've played so many years, and that's true in the game, and that's true in real life. So I was offered a 1-year contract for $1.3 million, and you know what? As of 1-year veteran player, that's what I would expect. However, it concerns me that they're asking for a 1-year they gave me a 1-year contract, and I didn't negotiate. I just sort of took it because I'm like, well, you know what? If I get traded mid-season, it'll just sort of be the adventure of where this character goes, And to be honest, as much as I love San Diego, we went to the playoffs and everything, I would be interested in seeing the business aspect. That's what's really cool about Road to the Show is you can get traded. And sometimes it's not really your choice. You just sort of a little, you sim the next your next appearance, and a little dialogue box pops up, and suddenly it's like you've been traded to the Indians or the Royals or the Rays or whatever, for whoever. And so that really makes it interesting. And you can ask for trades too. Usually when you ask for trades, if the team is just in the shitter and your player is okay, it's not really the focal point of the team, you'll get traded. They'll grant you a trade. You ask for a trade, they'll give it to you if you want to get out of there. Usually though, if you're like a player like mine, you'll say, hey, I'm tired of this team. Usually what they'll do is they'll tell you, well, we can't do that, you're too good of a player. Or they'll say something to the effect of I think I'm going to bench you for the next week or so and make you think about what you said or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's been a while since I've demanded a trade or whatever. So anyways, I thought I'd let you know about that. There are a couple things I want to touch on briefly, real life stuff. One is the Padres and what's been going on recently. I know the last time I sort of did a team breakdown, it was like, hey, why don't you do another team? Unfortunately, I really haven't been watching that much baseball. I should say I've been watching baseball. I've been watching Padre baseball, but I haven't been watching MLB TV because I was watching a lot of that while I was in school when I should have been studying. Let me back up. It's not that I didn't study. It's just that while I was studying, I would have MLB.TV in the background so I could listen to the game and study at the same time. So I would watch, I'd flip through all the games. I'd watch Orioles games and Indians games and Ranger games and whatever, any team that was up and if there was Astros and Pirates, I wouldn't watch it. I don't care about any of those two teams. But if it was a good team, say the Cardinals going up against the Phillies or something like that, a really good game, I'll sit down and I'll watch or listen to the game. So I'm not as well versed now. I was really paying attention to the beginning of the season, especially with the Indians and the Padres. And now that I can watch Channel 4 Padres and I don't really have to watch MLB.TV, I just sort of have trickled off. But what I want to tell you about the Padres, though, is this part of the season starting to look up. We were kind of we were hindered with injuries. Our starting catcher Nick Hundley was out for at least a month, I believe, maybe it was 6 weeks with an injury. He's back. We've got Cameron Maben back. We did lose Aaron Harang to I think it was shoulder soreness, not even a week ago. It was just several starts ago. Maybe it was about 5 days ago. We called up this guy Bass. He pitched in Colorado. He did pretty well for his debut. So we've got a couple rookies up as well. So we got Bass's pitching rookies up. The big one that everybody's talking about is Anthony Rizzo. He's a guy that we picked up from Boston in the trade for Adrian Gonzalez. And so there was this. I'd heard that they were trying to keep him down in AAA for a while because they wanted to prevent him from being able to have salary arbitration, but we brought him up anyways because we've got some players who aren't really hitting that well and not really playing first base that well. You know, Brad Hopp, Jorge Cantu. And here's the thing about Anthony Rizzo. I mean, in his first game, you know, he had a triple. I think he walked, and he went 1 for 2 with a triple and a walk, and he struck out his first at bat, which really wasn't his fault because of the fact the umpire just totally hosed him on this. He was given oh shoot, who was pitching against him? I can't remember. I know him though. It's just, anyways, they were giving him the inside corner on Rizzo, 2-seam fastball, and he just was tearing it up. Levon Hernandez, that's who it was. And then his third game of the season, he hit his first home run. So people are kind of like, you know, he's a big kid. He's like 6'3", 220 pounds, basically my size. And so he's a big kid. Everybody's expecting him to be the next Adrian Gonzalez. And it's unfair to put that much pressure on this guy. You know, the great thing about playing in San Diego, at least at this point, is that there really shouldn't be any pressure on any of these guys. I mean, yes, some of the established guys like Headley and Hundley and Venable and Hopp and Ludwig, those are veteran players who really need to step up. But for a rookie guy, you know, like Rizzo, I think he should be able to take his time, relax. You know, he's got a great eye. I mean, here's his stats right now. He's played in 6 games. He's 3 for 17 right now. He's hitting 176. He's got a double, a triple, and a home run, so he hasn't really had a single yet. He's got 1 RBI, 7 walks, and 8 strikeouts right now. So he's striking out a lot. But his OBP is 440, so he's got a really high on-base percentage, and that's because of those 7 walks. I was watching a little bit of the game yesterday, and he hit the ball with some authority, hit this line drive right at the right fielder, and nothing you could do about that. The guy just crushes the ball, and in Colorado, you know, that's going to, you know, it'll sail. Like, I think Denorfia hit a home run to right center gap yesterday, and it just sort of sailed. But, you know, his hits will come. He looks like a really confident kid. He's got a great eye, and I think he'll be a good player. I just hope that the Padres fans don't put too much pressure on him to become Adrian Gonzalez, to become that 40 home run guy before he gets a chance to mature as a player. So that's really my only concern about him. But I also want to talk about some real life baseball stuff. My baseball season ended. We had a doubleheader on Sunday, and man, we've had 2 doubleheaders this spring, and they really take their toll on you. I'm still really sore. And I had actually taken a couple weeks off. We had a bye week for Memorial Day. Wow. Excuse me. We had a bye week for Memorial Day. And we had... See, then I missed a couple of games. I had like a migraine like the following Sunday. It was really awful. And then the Sunday after that, I just wasn't feeling that well. It sort of goes back to the bad feelings I was having back in March. But I played on doubleheader this Sunday. So I had a couple weeks off. It was 3 weeks off. And my timing was all off, and I think I went like 0 for 6 on the day. You know, I think I would have struck out twice, walked twice, but I put the ball in play, so that was really important. But it was hard to make these adjustments. It's just the timing was off, and it wasn't there. And towards the end of the day, I started to feel like, okay, I'm hitting again. So it was not that bad. So I really wish my team kept up with the stats. They don't really keep up with the stats. And as I've said before, I'm not a stats person, but it would be kind of nice to know because I have no idea what I went for the season now. I could have hit 300 for the season, and I would have no idea because, I mean, I started out slow for the year, but as the season progressed, you know, I went on that like 5-game hitting streak. I had like 2 games where it was multi-hit games, 2 or 3 games where I hit multi-hit games. You know, I walked oh, that was kind of a bullshit tag. But yeah, I've had a couple of games like that. So I'm kind of interested in where I finish the season at. So anyways, guys, this is going to be this video of MLB 11. Sorry it's taking me so long to get one out. I'm going to bring you another spring training game here in the next, hopefully, a couple of days. So I will talk to you later.